Today, we're going to teach you how to make a zero-based budget in 4 easy steps. You don't want to miss this one.
All right, Steven. So today we're going to be talking about zero-based budget. What is a zero-based budget?
Michael, I'm glad you asked. A zero-based budget is when you give every single dollar of your income a specific job. At this moment, doesn't matter what the job is. Every dollar has a job. So at the end of the month, you have $0 left, and that's not going to be a bad thing.
How does having $0 left at the end of the month in your budget, how is that a good thing?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's not that you have spent all of your money. You have just given it all a job. So what I mean by that is whatever you're putting it towards, rent, groceries, eating out, whatever you want to put it towards, whatever you need to put it towards, savings is included in that, retirement is included in that. So that's why it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you have paid yourself, you've paid your bills, and you are building your emergency fund if it's not fully funded already. So you have $0 at the end of the month, so to speak, but it's the end of the month. You don't need any more dollars. Like it is 11:59 p.m. on the 31st. On the 1st, you restart your budget with your new money. Some people don't like this way of budgeting, and that's fine. You do what works best for you. What I find is really beneficial to this method of budgeting, it's the way that I do it, is it makes your year and your months way more predictable, expenses way more predictable when you can do it in a monthly zero-based budget. So let's get started. We're going to do some real-world examples with real numbers and show you exactly what that means and exactly how it looks on your budget. All right, Michael, so what is step 1 for making a zero-based budget?
All right, step 1's the easy one. Just writing down all the income and expenses that you go through in a typical month.
Let's throw it up on the screen.
All right, and you can see we've got our income in there. And then for our expenses, we got rent, food, utilities, insurance, gas, debt, giving, retirement, other savings, miscellaneous, and fun.
Step 2 is where you allocate funds in your budget according to what you found in your income and expenses.
All right, in our example up here, we've got an income of $4,000, and for rent, we've got $1,000, food, $500, utilities, $300, insurance, $150, gas, $150, debt, $600, giving, $200, retirement, $800, other savings, $200, miscellaneous, $200, and fun, $250.
How much more than our income is that, Michael?
Yeah, so that's $400 more than our income is currently.
Boo! Yes! Thumbs down. We hate that.
Yeah, but that actually gives us an opportunity to lead into step 3.
I'm so hyped, Michael. What do we do?
Step 3 is adjusting the budget to get to an ending of 0. And currently we're $400 over. So
Boo.
To get down to that, we're going to need to look at some of the categories that are a little bit more flexible. For example, like rent. You can't pay less rent, so we're not going to worry about that one.
I would like to pay less rent, please.
I would love to as well, but I can't pay less rent and still have a home to go to. So we're going to look at areas like fun or miscellaneous. And then, of course, we got our food budget, which if we eat out a little less, I'm sure that $550 can get down a little bit. So we're going to move some of these numbers around. So we're going to go to $400 for food, down to $100 in miscellaneous, and down to $100 in fun. And that gets us right there at the $4,000 mark, which is 0 remaining dollars.
Yes! It was so easy. It was so simple. Why doesn't everybody do this?
So obviously we made that seem pretty easy in our example, and probably won't be that easy in everybody's day-to-day or monthly budget, but it probably will be that simple, right? It is just make that number 0 by, adjusting the things that you're overspending on down to a reasonable amount and increasing the amount that you're putting into savings or maybe paying off extra debt or whatever to lead you to those goals. It makes it much easier to be intentional with your future, knowing where every dollar is going today.
Definitely. So Michael's right. It is that simple. Not always that easy. But it's worth it 100% of the time. And at the end of the day, that that's really what goes into making a budget. People make them into these big, scary things. They're not. It's just a math problem. And so once you've got that math problem down, it's execute. And that is step 4. Tell us about it, Michael.
Step 4 is executing and refining our budget as we prepare for the future months.
Right. So as we're going through the month, we've got our first budget made out. This is what we're hoping is going to work. I hope it works. It probably won't. Budgeting is a little bit of a skill, takes a little bit of practice every single month, staying on top of it. It gets easier and easier and easier. When we first started out, it took a while to make our first budget. Now it takes my wife and I like 10 minutes to make a budget, and we rock and roll. And so the same thing's going to happen to you. During the month, you see, oh, okay, I need to spend way more on gas. Turns out I have to drive a long way to work, further than I thought. Or, oh, wow, I could save some money on food, wherever it is. Or I want to put more money towards my debt. I need to put more towards savings because I want to go on a vacation next year. Whatever it is, you execute the budget that you have, you refine it, and then you make a better budget next month.
Like Steven said, it could be a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, trying to get all those numbers adjusted and seem like a lot of work as you're dialing it in. But over time, it becomes much easier, and there are even some apps to help with that. For example,
the Every Dollar app. It's what Michael and I both use in our household budgets. It is made by Dave Ramsey's team. I know some people feel very strongly about him one way or the other. I don't care. The app is fantastic, and it is by far the best zero-based budgeting app. But my question for you, Michael, is zero-based budgeting the best kind of budgeting?
Can't say it's the perfect option for everybody because the best budget is the one that you follow. But for recommendation purposes, I would say that it is a fantastic budgeting choice. Helps you to prioritize and lead to accomplishing your savings goals and preparing for vacations or the future, saving for a down payment on a house or your kids' 529s or whatever that looks like. I think it is by far the most cohesive for making every dollar work.
Absolutely. Like Michael said, the best budget is the budget you follow. This is the one that we like the best, and so we're going to say it's the best for us. But what's great in our personal coaching, Michael, is that we are happy to take whatever budgeting style works best for you. And we go through all these steps with you of identifying your income expenses, seeing what needs to be paid, what can be moved around a little bit to make a plan that works specifically for you so that you can hit your goals. And that's what we're all about in our personal budgeting. We're not a one-size-fits-all. We are personal. And as always, you can go to our website, Abundant Life Financial Partners, where you can find more information about us, our services. You can sign up and see what it's like to make that personal budget and have a coach in your corner, a cheerleader cheering you on to reach your goals. That's that we love to see people reach their goals. And a budget is the very first step to making that happen. All right, let's wrap things up. We're hitting to the end of the show, kind of a shorter one this time. That's because this budgeting method is so simple. It doesn't take that long to go over. It's just practice, practice, practice. Michael, remind us of those 4 steps.
Step 1 is identifying income and expenses. Step 2 is allocating funds. Step 3 is adjusting. And step 4 is executing and refining.
That's right, baby. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D.
That was great.
Thank you. All right, everyone. That's our video. Leave your comments below. Let us know if you're interested in a zero-based budget. If you hate it, if you hate us, keep it to yourself. If you love us, let us know. Any questions that you have, we will respond. We are all about getting this information out there, making it usable for people. I want people to win with money. Leave your comments below. Smash that like button or subscribe button. I don't know which one it is. Subscribe probably. Smash that subscribe button. Both. And a bell probably. People always talk about the bell to get notified. Do the things. All right, y'all. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
word one more time.
Cheerleader?
Even like you took it 3 times. And
I
every one of
know.
them sounded weird. Even the take you went. What?
Where I kept going. I just
No, but
barreled through.
But the last time you said it, still wasn't clean.
It's so hard to
Like-
say. Cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
It's not that hard to say. But oh
It was,
well.
it's funny because you were like, that's the one, and it sounded the same as the the one right before.
Oh no, I thought I'm not doing it again.
Yeah. Okay.